David Lawson was a man of discipline, strength, and unwavering principles. At 32, he had served in the Army for over a decade and was now stationed at Fort Hill, a military base in a quiet Midwest town. His role as a combat training instructor made him respected among his peers, and his reputation as a no-nonsense soldier was well known. David had seen it all: war zones, peace missions, and moments that tested every ounce of his courage. Yet, despite his tough exterior, he carried a deep sense of justice and fairness, values instilled in him by his late father, a Vietnam veteran. David had recently taken up a part-time job at a local security hub. The place was a mix of a truck stop, diner, and security checkpoint for highway travelers. It was small, but it saw its share of traffic: long-haul truckers, families on road trips, and occasionally troublemakers. David liked the job because it allowed him to interact with people, keep his skills sharp, and remain grounded. One Saturday evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, a group of bikers roared into the security hub parking lot. There were 6 of them, clad in leather jackets and bandanas, their motorcycles growling like wild animals. The leader, a burly man named Rick, had a reputation in the town. He and his gang often stirred up trouble, but no one dared to confront them. Most people at the hub, including the staff, became uneasy as the bikers entered. David was at the counter, checking IDs of some truckers. He noticed the shift in atmosphere as the bikers walked in, their loud laughter and crude jokes cutting through the room. The tension was palpable. David kept an eye on them, his instincts on high alert. Rick approached the counter with a smirk. "Hey, soldier boy," he said mockingly, looking at David's muscular build and short-cropped hair. "Bet you think you're pretty tough, huh?" David glanced at him calmly. "Can I help you with something?" The biker's grin widened. "Yeah, you can start by showing a little respect. You military types think you own the world." David remained composed. "I'm just here doing my job. If you need something, let me know." Rick didn't like his calm tone. He leaned in closer. "You don't talk much, do you? That's fine. I'm just here for some fun. Maybe you can entertain us." The other bikers laughed, their voices echoing through the room. But David didn't flinch. He simply stood there, his eyes steady, his posture unyielding. It was clear he wasn't intimidated. The bikers soon started causing trouble. They knocked over chairs, harassed a waitress named Mia, and made crude comments to other customers. When one of them grabbed a trucker's hat and threw it across the room, David knew it was time to step in. "All right, that's enough," David said, his voice firm but controlled. "This is a public place. Either behave yourselves or leave." Rick turned to him, feigning surprise. "Or what? You gonna call your army buddies to come save you?" The other bikers laughed, but David didn't respond. Instead, he walked over to Rick, standing inches from him. "I'm asking you to leave. Don't make me repeat myself." Rick's smirk disappeared. He wasn't used to people standing up to him. "You've got guts, soldier boy," he said, his voice low and menacing. "But guts don't mean much when you're outnumbered." David remained calm. Outnumbered doesn't mean outmatched. Rick took a step back, nodding to his gang. "All right, boys. Let's show Mr. Tough Guy here what we do to heroes." The bikers surrounded David, but he didn't back down. Years of military training had prepared him for moments like this. As Rick swung his fist, David dodged effortlessly and countered with a precise strike that sent Rick stumbling backward. The other bikers charged, but David moved with the precision of a soldier, using their momentum against them. Within minutes, the gang was sprawled on the floor, groaning in pain. David stood over them, breathing steadily. The room was silent, except for the sound of the bikers' labored breathing. As the police arrived to arrest the bikers, one of the officers recognized David. "You're Sergeant Lawson," the officer said. "I served under you in Afghanistan." David nodded. "Thanks for coming, officer. These guys were causing trouble." The officer turned to Rick, who was still on the floor. "You messed with the wrong guy. This man's a decorated soldier. He saved lives, including mine." Rick looked up, stunned. "I didn't know." David crouched down to meet Rick's gaze. "You didn't bother to know. Maybe next time, think twice before you judge someone by how they look or what you assume about them. As the bikers were led away, Mia and the other customers approached David to thank him. Mia, her voice trembling, said, "You didn't just stand up to them. You made us feel safe. Thank you." David nodded. "It's just the right thing to do." The incident became a story that spread through the town, a reminder of courage, discipline, and the importance of standing up for what's right. The security hub became quieter in the weeks that followed, as troublemakers thought twice before causing issues. For David, it was just another day. But for those who witnessed his actions, it was a moment that restored their faith in justice and the power of standing firm against intimidation. That's the story, friends. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a pleasure sharing it with you all. Don't forget to comment below and let me know where you're watching from. It's always fun to see the global reach of these stories. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button for more amazing stories, tips, and tricks. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.